This Civic Media podcast is sponsored by UW Organ and Tissue Donation. Organ donations are desperately needed, and now is the right time to become an organ donor. Talk to your family. Get the dot. Save lives. Go to heroicdeed.com.
For WRCE 107.7 FM News, I'm Joanne Krulotz. Wisconsin State Assembly Democrats voted to retain Greta Neubauer as the Assembly Minority Leader Tuesday. Neubauer has served in the State Assembly since 2018 and has served as Minority Leader for the Democratic Party since 2021. Assembly Democrats will have an additional 10 seats in this term thanks to new district map boundaries signed into law earlier this year, but will still have 10 fewer seats than Assembly Republicans. Wisconsin Governor Tony Evers and the Department of Workforce Development have announced record enrollment in the state's apprenticeship program. According to a press release, over 17,000 people are currently enrolled in the program, which marks a record high in the 112 years that the program has existed. The apprenticeship program conducts job training and classroom instruction to give students the tools they need to be successful in the industries for which Wisconsin has invested heavily in growth. Spirit Airlines has filed for bankruptcy. The company's finances have gotten worse after its merger with JetBlue fell through earlier this year. Spirit doesn't operate out of Dane County Regional Airport, but it does fly out of Milwaukee. It has direct flights to Fort Lauderdale, Las Vegas, and Orlando. Executives say all Spirit tickets and perks are still valid while they go through the Chapter 11 process. Arson is not being ruled out in 3 early Monday morning fires in northwest Wisconsin's Sawyer County. The fires took place between 4 and 6. A residence under construction and an unoccupied residence were both total losses, while a third fire damaged the Birchwood American Legion post. All 3 fires are being investigated by the Sawyer County Sheriff's Office and the State Division of Criminal Investigation. Thanksgiving Day is a national holiday celebrating the harvest and other blessings of the past year. A tradition on that day includes sitting down and enjoying a delicious meal with family and friends. Many are currently preparing for Thanksgiving, including the United Church of Muscoda Presbyterian. The church will be hosting their annual meal for everyone to enjoy. Cindy Bremer is an elder of United Church of Muscoda Presbyterian and an organizer of the event.
Our upcoming Thanksgiving dinner, we're going to start at 11 o'clock in the morning on Thanksgiving Day. It's a community Thanksgiving dinner, so the whole community is involved in it, and they can volunteer to help, or they can volunteer to bring food for the Thanksgiving dinner, pies, whatever. So it's been going on for quite a few years, our Thanksgiving dinner.
Cindy Bremer says that reservations to take part in the meal are needed soon.
We would like reservations in by this Friday, the 22nd. Simply because we need to know how many people are going to be there so we don't run out of food. And my phone number is 608-604-5005. And you can call me anytime. If I don't answer, please leave a message. You don't even have to leave your name if you don't want to. Your first name is fine, and how many people you're bringing with. If you want to volunteer some food, just let me know, call me, and we'll meet at the church where you can drop it off.
Everyone is welcome to attend the United Church of Muscoda Presbyterian Thanksgiving dinner on Thanksgiving Day at 11 o'clock. The cost of the meal is a free will donation. Reservations can be made and carryouts can also be ordered by calling Cindy Bremer at 608-604-5005 by this Friday. As many organizations are suffering from a shortage of volunteers, research shows over 75.7 million, or 28.3% of the U.S. population age 16 and up, formally volunteered through an organization between September 2022 and September 2023, approaching a return to pre-pandemic levels of volunteerism, according to joint research by the U.S. Census Bureau and AmeriCorps. Although more Americans formally volunteered, the number of hours served per person has continued to decline. New data shows that formal volunteering is rebounding and informal helping is climbing. Formal volunteering is helping others through organizations like food banks and other nonprofits. Informal helping includes activities like mowing a neighbor's lawn or bringing them groceries. According to AmeriCorps' analysis of the Census Bureau's current population survey, Civic Engagement, and Volunteering Supplement, data collected in September 2023, formal volunteers served an estimated 4.99 billion hours and contributed over $167.2 billion in economic value between September 2022 and 2023. An estimated 54.2% of Americans helped or exchanged favors with neighbors, such as house sitting, running errands, or lending tools between September 2022 and 2023, compared to 51.7% in 2019. And for the first time, the survey is tracking virtual volunteering, which gained popularity during the pandemic. It shows that 18% of formal volunteers serve completely or partially online. Governor Tony Evers announced 125 years of Wisconsin state parks as the theme for the 2024 State Capitol Holiday Tree and invited students to contribute handmade ornaments celebrating how the park system reflects who Wisconsin is as a state. Each year, the Capitol Holiday Tree is decorated with handmade ornaments from children, students, and families from every corner of the state. This year, students are encouraged to explore Wisconsin state parks for inspiration by reflecting on the state's beautiful and diverse natural spaces, significant historical markers, and the unparalleled recreational and communal value of Wisconsin state parks. Students are asked to make ornaments from non-breakable material. They must be strong enough to hold up during shipping and be handled while the tree is being decorated. It is recommended that students do not use fragile items or paper cutouts that may tear easily, and that ornaments are 4 to 6 inches in size and are made from a color that contrasts with the color of the tree so they can easily be seen and enjoyed by all visitors. Please attach a 10-inch loop of ribbon or string from which each ornament will hang. If you have any questions about an ornament, please contact the Facilities Management Information Center at 608-266-1485. Please note that ornaments will not be returned. All students and families are welcome to submit ornaments celebrating 125 years of Wisconsin state parks and should mail ornaments by Friday to Emily Gorman, Wisconsin Department of Administration, Division of Facilities and Transportation Services, 17 West Main Street, Suite 119, Madison, 53703. For WRCE News, I'm Joanne Krulotz.
The Bucks get another win. Hi, I'm Mike Clemens with sports. The Bucks beat the Bulls 122-106. Milwaukee is now won 4 of their last 5 games. Doc Rivers says they're playing better defense.
We've had the ability to get timely stops and good stops, and we got to keep doing that. We just got to play defense with a sense of urgency for 48 minutes. And because our lack of speed, we have to have better focus, and that's what we're starting to do.
High school football state championship games are underway at Camp Randall Stadium in Madison. In Division I, Green Bay's Bayport High School will face off tomorrow against Muskego. NFL, the Packers host the 49ers Sunday, kickoff at 3:25. The 49ers defense led by veteran linebacker Fred Warner, quarterback Jordan Love.
With Fred, it's definitely his athleticism. Obviously, I think he does a great job at, like you said, dissecting plays, and he's usually in the right spot. But he's a guy that flies around the field. He's an aggressive player. He tackles well. So there's just not a lot of things that he doesn't do well. But he's really just a great athlete out there, and he's all over the place.
That's Packers quarterback Jordan Love. With sports, I'm Mike Clemens.
On your entertainment beat, I'm Pete Schwaba. This weekend kicks off the unofficial holiday box office season, and by all accounts, it will not disappoint. Every so often, 2 huge blockbusters are released at the same time. That includes this weekend with the release of Wicked and Gladiator 2. Wicked tells the story of the 2 witches from The Wizard of Oz and is based on the smash Broadway musical. The film stars Ariana Grande and is pulling a 92% fresh score on Rotten Tomatoes and a 99% from audiences. Gladiator 2 is Ridley Scott's follow-up to the 2000 film starring Russell Crowe. The film stars Paul Mescal, Pedro Pascal, Connie Nielsen, and Denzel Washington, whose performance is getting rave reviews from critics. The film is drawing a 75% on Rotten Tomatoes, just a few points lower than its predecessor, but with no audience scores available yet. If you can wait just a few days, you can take the kids to see Moana 2. The follow-up to the wildly successful 2016 film opens the day before Thanksgiving and is also reviewing incredibly well at 95%. Let's go to the movies. Denzel Washington told Esquire magazine recently he was bitter when he did not win the Oscar for Best Actor for The Hurricane Caine in 2000. The Oscar went to Kevin Spacey for his performance in American Beauty. Washington said at that point he stopped caring and started having his wife cast his vote for the Academy. Washington won his first Best Actor Oscar 2 years later for Training Day. Washington has 4 more nominations since then, and there's a buzz he'll be nominated in the Best Supporting category for Gladiator 2. Elizabeth Olsen is returning to the MCU. Olsen, whose character is Scarlet Witch, will play a derivation of the role in the upcoming series Marvel Zombies. Good God, seriously? Marvel Zombies will actually be a spin-off of the Disney series What If, in which Olsen voiced Scarlet Witch before transforming into Zombie Scarlet Witch. If you're looking for an excuse not to watch, you've got time. Marvel Zombies drops in October 2025. Variety reports Anne Hathaway has signed on to the new thriller Verity. The film is based on the Colleen Hoover novel of the same name. Hoover's book It Ends With Us was also adapted for the big screen. Hathaway plays an author injured in a car accident, preventing her from finishing her novel. A ghostwriter is hired and uncovers family secrets. In breaking Radiant skin news, Salma Hayek has the secret to ageless skin. You might think it was just because she has gobs of money, but no. Yahoo Entertainment reports that the 58-year-old actress swears by a new product that contains bark from a Mexican tree that regenerates the skin. Even better, thanks to Hayek, you don't have to find the tree and scrape the bark off yourself. Hayek found a way to put the tree bark in cream form, and she's selling it for just $10. That's a deal. For more showbiz fun, tune in to Nightlight with me, Pete Schwaba, weeknights from 6 to 8 p.m. on the Civic Media Radio Network.
Snow this morning will change to rain as we get closer to this afternoon, but we may end up with an inch by the time that changeover happens. It's also going to be windy today with northwesterly gusts from 40 to 45 likely. Our high this afternoon, 41. Tonight, 37. Tomorrow, cloudy. Less windy with a high of 45. I'm meteorologist Sean Cable. Right now, it's 34.
The national news cycle never stops, but it can be hard to find news about your local community. Civic Media is dedicated to providing quality local and state news coverage across Wisconsin. With the Civic Media app, you can get notifications about local stories that matter to you and your community. Find the free Civic Media app in your phone's app store and choose notifications from the menu to tell us what kind of news you want to hear about.